Hello everybody and welcome back at the Tribute Community Center from Oshawa, Ontario. The Oshawa Generals and the Cornwall Colts for the final time this season. Cornwall taking the first two meetings 2-1, both those games. Coming into tonight trying to get the three-game series sweep against the Oshawa Generals. Best team in the league against second best team in the league as Cornwall jumps the standings starting in net tonight, Lyon. And this is exactly what you wanted to see if you're the Cornwall Colts, him back in net after his last performance here. Here's Lazon. He'll carry it along and turn that over to D'Amato, but then try to get it back from him, and he did. Here is Lazon in deep. Now a penalty early, and it's going to Cornwall. So Oshawa to the first power play of the night. Lyon back between the pipes for the Colts tonight. They're in alternate uniforms on the road against Oshawa's red. Oshawa loving their red this year. Morelli shoots and scores. This one sneaks in. It's 1-0 Gens early. Well, the Oshawa Generals never go away, and they get an early lead here off a face-off goal. Shot through all the traffic in front. This one, Lyon needs to have it. It scoots right underneath them and in. 1-0 Oshawa early. So here's the face-off, and you can tell that this team is frustrated. The Oshawa Generals, that is, losing back-to-back. But here they come again, and a big save made by Lyon. It's still loose, though, and that stayed out. Bouncing puck, that's knocked away. Frazier in the corner with it. He'll kick it to Marnell and banked off the boards and out. Chased down here by Caden Pike, and Pike off to the races, dropped it in front, has it side door. Couldn't feed it out front, though. Here's Sanu. And here come the Generals getting by. Sanu to the net. He's stopped. And it's knocked away by Lyon. Pass to Caden Pike. He'll send it in. Colts will chase it here. But icing called against Cornwall. This might be the sloppiest start that we've seen from the Cornwall Colts in quite a while. Going for 3 in 3 days against the Oshawa Generals. Here's Sanu. That shot glanced wide of the net. Picked up again, it's Buckley. Centers it over, swing and a miss. And a penalty coming, it's going to Oshawa. Cornwall on the power play against them this year, 0 for 2. Here's a pass, score! Bradley, Frazier, no power play necessary. On the delayed call, they find the back of the net. And this game is tied at 1 apiece, 8:45 into the first. Great pass, great finish, the vision here to get that across and tap it in and tie this game. So the Oshawa Generals give up the equalizer. And we are tied midway through this first period. Pass to Sanu. Sent ahead to Ritchie, one-on-one. There's the shot, it glanced wide of the net. Colts have it. Marnell to Colby Lazon. He'll get it down into the Oshawa zone. Around the boards it goes. Picked up here by Vita. Vita to the net. Fake centers. Lazon just missed. Oh my, they thought it was going to be Vita to take the shot after what he did yesterday. Here's a break. Kupalainen stopped by Matthew Lyon. 7:53 to go, first period, 1-1 from Oshawa. Face-off coming here to the right side of the Cornwall goal. One back to the point for D'Amato. Centers. Here's the shot right on the pads. Kicked out by Lyon. Roll-offs to Danford, setting up another shot. That got through some trouble, but the Colts turn it up ice. It's Lazon. Here's Colby Lazon, taken away by Danford. Pass finds Roll-offs. Got in behind the D, but now it's sent back the other way to Bindelis. He has LeBomb. Dishes off. Here's Bellamo. Can't get the shot. Danford circles back in his own end, now gets it up on the wing. Kupalainen back to the power play they go. Cornwall heads off 2 minutes for tripping. Oshawa already 1 for 1 on the power play tonight. It has been their biggest strength this year. You give them these chances, they take advantage. Here's D'Amato to Buckley, right off the chest of Lyon. Gens setting up. It's Buckley again in front. That was cleared. Danford. There's Frazier with it. Short-handed opportunity. Frazier finds Lazon. Lazon one-on-one. He'll shoot. Save made. Testing Oster there. Here's Torrance to Robrecht. 2-on-1. Now it's a break. McDonald trying to get back. Save made by Lyon. Pass to Frazier. Here's Lazon back for McDonald to the middle of the ice, turning that over to D'Amato. Back in come the Gens again, to the goal, stop made! And Lyon lays back on it with 3:01 to go in a 1-1 first period. What a chance again for the Oshawa Generals to pull back in front. But they do not get it to go. So here's the face-off, one back, Morelli, winds, shoots, good toe save, rebound, they score! Power play goal, it's their second of the night, and they're 2 for 2 to make it 2-1. Well, the Oshawa Generals doing what they do best, and that's striking on the power play. Like we mentioned, you give them the chances, they will come through, and they do again, 2-1. Here's the draw. One back by the Colts. Logan will send it into the Oshawa zone. Sent around the far boards. It's picked up here by Roloff. In the corner, he has help in Sandu. Sandu to Kupalainen. Under 2 to go in this first period. Here's Logan. Pass to Beliveau. Beliveau looks for help, but he'll bring it in himself. A lot of Generals standing around. There's a pass. Here's the shot. High riser stopped, and another penalty going to Cornwall. And it looks like this one will start the second period that way as it's sent ahead to Kupalainen, and that'll end the first period, not quite, 0.5 seconds, they'll call it. Generals back to the power play. They're 2 for 2 in the game. They lead it 2-1 over Cornwall, and that will be the score after 1 tonight. Shots on goal in the hockey game are 11-4 for Oshawa. They lead 2-1 after 1. The hits are 2-1 Oshawa. Faceoffs 9-1. Power plays 2 for 2. Cornwall hasn't had one, 2-1 after 1. Welcome into period 2 here tonight from Tribute Community Center. It's the Generals and the Cornwall Colts ready to get back into action. 2-1 for the home side after 1. Here's D'Amato on the power play. They're 2 for 2 tonight. Scooting by, dropping Ritchie, stopped by Lyon. Bouncing puck, Marnell can't clear. Caden Pike will have to get back and defend on that. Pass, there's the shot at glance just wide. They get it again, there's the save. Another chance doesn't go. It bounces out, Marnell does get it out. A minute to go on this power play as the Generals sent back to their own end here. And Caden Pike doesn't get called, but here's Ritchie looking down low. Save made again by Lyon. Vita in the corner with it. Has a word, and that's going to be a penalty. There was some slashing there for sure. 5-on-3 for the Generals. So with 37 seconds remaining on the first power play, now they have to survive a second. 5-on-3 here. D'Amato. Here's the shot. Roloff, it goes wide of the goal. Still looking for the setup from behind out front. There's a miss. They get it back. Here's the shot. It's over the goal. 13 seconds left on the 5-on-3. There's a chance. Good save again by Lyon. Here's Roloffs to the point. Danford, good save again. It was free, but Pearson clears it. One penalty done. Danford to Roloffs. Back in they come. Bringing it to the goal. Ritchie stopped. The rebound is there. And another save. It's still loose. And it goes in behind. Oh my, how did that not go in? Another huge save in the career of Lyon as he makes another and they finally clear. Wow, shots on this power play, 9 for the Generals. Here's LeBomb shorthanded. Drops it back, that's turned over, and Kupalainen has Roloffs. It's a breakaway. Logan tried to catch him. They score! Right at the end of the power play after some amazing saves at 3-1. Well, this is just a nice forehand move here for Roloffs. And the Oshawa Generals pull in front by 2 early in the second period. Face-off coming here. There's 10 shots on that power play, so what do you expect? One has to fall. 2 power play goals on the night. They're 2 for 4. Here's a pass turned over to LeBomb. He'll send that ahead. It just missed Beliveau. Getting deep into the corner. D'Amato back to it. D'Amato to Kupalainen, and here they come again. Logan couldn't stop him. Breakaway. Stopped by Lyon. Colts go up ice. It's LeBomb. Pass finds Moran. Tristan Moran. Sent back out. LeBomb has it. He'll chip back for McDonald. In over the line. Lining for a shot. They don't get one. Kupalainen to Roloffs. In and over the line. Come the Gens again. That shot. High riser gloved by Lyon. Playing it down, here's Torrance to the net. In with a shot, he's stopped by Lyon, smothering that for a face-off. 11:14 to go here. And here's the face-off. One back by the Gens. Danford poked out by Robitaille. He'll take off, he's on it. Breakaway, Cornwall's in! Off the post! Oh my! Here's another chance! Stopped by Oster on the pass over the pike. He fanned on it. 9:49 to go. Middle frame. 3-1 Gens. Good chance for the Colts, but it doesn't find its way in the net. Here's the draw. One back by Pike. Shot! Loved by Oster. Chance by Dante Ursoni. And the face-off will come to the left side of the Oshawa net here. Caden Pike's line still on the ice. Face-off won by Cornwall. Pass down low to Fraser. Looks back to in front. That shot missed wide. Pike trying to get back to it. In the corner it goes. Buckley being chased. He'll center for Robrecht in his own end. Robrecht just about gave that away. Gets that back. Pass ahead finds Torrance. In come the Generals, leading at 3-1. Torrance drops. D'Amato shoots. Tipped. Stopped by Lyon. Another chance. That's blocked. Third chance rolls to the net. Robrecht finds it. Looks from behind the goal out front. Colts standing around, but now they poke it along. It's Bradley Fraser. This might be trouble. Fraser's in to get them within one. Big poke check by Oster. Yeah, that could have been real trouble, but Oster used the poke check at the exact time he needed to keep this 3-1. Pearson back at his end to get it. 3.5 to go, middle period. 3-1 Oshawa. Walker turned over. Gens have it. Danford. Here's the shot. Knocked out by the right leg. Rebound pop free. It's Pearson who finds it. And the Colts turn up ice. Here's Pearson at the line, sending it in. Chased around by Bradley Fraser. Got stopped last time. What a move! And he stopped. Here's Walker. Back to the point. Bindelis. Wine. Shoots. Tipped. Loose in front. It's the Generals who clean it out of harm's way. To DeLeese. 10 seconds to go in the period. Here's Senich. That rolled to the net. And Lyon had to be careful with it. Played it down to his teammate Walker. He'll send it out and down in frustration. We're through 2. It's the Generals 3. The Cornwall Colts 1 from Oshawa tonight. Shots a goal in the hockey game are 27-7 for Oshawa. They lead 3-1 after 2. Hits are 8-2 Oshawa. Faceoffs 12-4. 2 for 4 on the power play. Cornwall hasn't had one. 3-1. We head to the third. Welcome into period 3 tonight from Oshawa. From Tribute Community Center, Generals have done a great job. Through 40 minutes, they have dominated play. Here's Danford to Cupelane and just started the third. Ritchie on the turnover. Vida to Lazan. Here come the Cornwall Colts. Colby Lazan with speed, moves in, scores! Colby Lazan turned on the Jets, and he beats Oster on the forehand backhand. And it's a 3-2 game, a minute 20 into the third. Big goal for Colby Lazan and the Cornwall Colts to get back in this contest. What a finish by Colby Lazan. So 3-2 game early here in the third. Silence from the Oshawa crowd as they know the Cornwall Colts are the upcoming threat in the league right now. Now second overall. Here's Marnell. He'll send it in on the backhand. Chased down by the Colts. Vita's to it. Joe Vita behind the net, kicking it around. No one was there but roll-offs for the Gens. He'll play it off to Cupelainen. Taken back by Cornwall. Stolen by Vita. The shot. Stopped by Oster. Bindelis back to the point. Another shot. That's blocked. They whack away. They score! Colby Lazan goes back-to-back. And Cornwall finds a way to tie it. Here in the third, it's 3 apiece. Just a loose scrum in front, and the Cornwall Colts doing a good job of pressuring the point. Oster's down and out. This shot finds the open side of the net. 3-3 game. So face-off back here to center ice. New game in this third period, and the Cornwall Colts, the upcoming threat, you said it best. They've tied it. Here's Marnell. Turned it over to Ritchie. In come the Generals trying to get the lead back. Ritchie peels back, centers to D'Amato. In the corner, sending it down low. Lazan doing a good job defending on that. Back to the point, nowhere to go with it. Here's Danforth, gave it away. Colts look ahead. Here's Fernand, pass to Joe Vita. Vita has a man with him. Vita winds, shoots, save made. It's over the net. Lazon back in front. There's a miss. Ritchie with it to Kupalainen, to Matto and Danforth, and they combine to get it out of the zone. Vita right back in momentarily. Danforth had some trouble. Here's Ritchie to Kupalainen. Man going to the net. Here's the shot, stopped by Lyon. Pike in the corner tries to get it. It's the Gens again. They score! Back in front again. 4-3. Callum Ritchie gets the goal at 8:47 of the third period and puts his team back in front. Colts just lose trace of him in front. He gets his own rebound and gives his team the lead back midway through this third period. Not over till it's over, but the Generals back in front here. Face-off won by Caden Pike. The pass intercepted as they try to get it to him. Now Torrance was ahead with it. Frazier does a good job of peeling and turning back the other way. Here's Frazier, drops it off. Pike! Good save made by Oster. Didn't get much on that shot. Here's D'Amato to Danforth. Sent ahead to Buckley. Buckley with it. Up the left side. Frazier trying to stop him. Buckley stopped by Lyon. Here's Bindelis. Sent off the boards and down. They're going to chase after it here. Icing warning. Caden Pike won the race. Dropped it back for Frazier. Torrance turned it over. Frazier has it. Man in front. There's the pass. And Robitaille just missed the tap in. Robrecht with it down low. Holding on to it for the Generals. 4-3 they lead it here in the third period. McDonald right back in but offside. 5:51 to go regulation time. Gens 4, Colts 3. Trying to sweep the season set against Oshawa for the first time ever. They've never beat them 2 times in a season for the first time ever. So first time they've done that. And trying to continue history here tonight. Here's Logan. He'll get it down low for Beliveau. Beliveau pass in front off the pads. Oh, Oster got over. What a save by Jacob Oster on what looked like a for sure tap-in goal. It stays 4-3. Consider the Colts shaking their heads right now. They thought that was in the net. Face-off one back. Here's Logan. Spin. Shoots. Save. Oster. It's under him. And again he makes a big save. That one comes off the face-off. A tip in front. Just about squeaked its way home. Big save by Jacob Oster. In the splits, getting the glove up to make the save on that. And this face-off lost by the Colts. Morelli. Here's Sandu ahead to Buckley. Time running out in this third period. The Gens just trying to hold on to this 1-goal lead. Pass finds Tristan Moran. Trying to get his season speeding up a little bit here. It's been a quiet one for him. He's back to it here, though. Moran, what a play! And he just missed. Has a man alone in front. There's a swing and a miss. Lazon and the Colts take it back. It's Lazon again. What a play in front. A swing and a miss by Moran. Here's Buckley with it. Turned back by Logan. Colts trying to get it back. That was Morelli with Torrance. Taken back by Buckley. 2-on-1. Here's the shot. Big save. Rebound doesn't go. Wow. Fernand gets the feed. Here come the Colts. It's Vita. Time running out. Joe Vita did it last night. Shoots. Scores! He's done it again. Joe Vita ties it up. In the dying seconds of the third, it's 4-4. With just 11 seconds on the clock, he had to answer, and he does it back-to-back nights. Wow. Silence here from Oshawa. They thought they had this game in the book. We're tied. Face-off one back by the Colts. The pass to Caden Pike. Pike moves in. Wait, shoots. That deflects into the corner. Bradley Frazier's after it. D'Amato has it. And we're going to go to overtime from Oshawa tonight. 4-4 after 3. So the Gens back to getting points. But not the easy way, as the Colts will fight for an extra as well. Shots a goal in the game, 33-17 for Oshawa, 4-4 after 3. Hits are 11-7, or sorry, 11-4 Oshawa. The face-offs 15-9 Generals, 2 for 4 on the power play. Cornwall hasn't had one. 4-4. We go to overtime. Welcome into overtime. Cornwall's been the problem this week for the Generals, taking 2-2 in regulation. This one needs extra time, but still an opportunity to sweep this General lineup, and here they come. 2-on-1. Lazon, here's the shot. Underneath Oster, it rolled off his stick. You can see him look skyward. He knew he probably had the game on his stick, but lost control of the puck. The fans were about to go nuts here in Oshawa. The Cornwall fans, that is. Here's the draw, one back by Cornwall. Danford, it's Oshawa wins the face-off, and Danford gave that away to Bindelis. It's kicked ahead for Lazon. It's Joe Vita on it. No one's on him. Pass in front. They score! Colby Lazon! And the Cornwall Colts. Lazon records a hat trick, and the Cornwall Colts record the season sweep against the Oshawa Generals. The Generals drop to 12-3-4 on the year. Cornwall improves to 9-1-2. They win it 5-4 in overtime. What a play by Vita to get in. He knows Lazon's going to the net. No chance. Oster tries the poke check, but it fails. And this is just a perfect poke redirect in the net from Colby Lazon for the hat trick. Game winner. Cornwall Colts get it tonight after a late comeback again by Joe Vita. He's been a key piece to this team, and it shows again as he gets the assist on the overtime winner as well. Cornwall gets the extra point from Oshawa, 5-4 in overtime.